What's going on, Star Wars fans? We are here with the big guy himself, Matthew Willig. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. The beginning of an exciting weekend.
Absolutely. We're here at Rebel Scum Con Friday. How's it been so far?
It's all starting out. We had a little bit of a glitch early, but now it's starting to heat up. And listen, this is my first convention ever,
Wow.
so I'm a newbie. So I'm kind of it's all new and exciting, and a little scary, but I love meeting the fans. And I've had fans from obviously from the Star Wars universe, but there's also been some fans from other things, and it's a pleasure to meet everybody.
No, that's so cool, and everybody here is excited that you're here as well because it is your first convention. So I got a couple of questions. You cool with that? So again, at 6'8", your physical presence is storytelling. Now, when Hogsbreth is just standing around, what is his body language so that people know that he's a badass?
The stiller, the better. I think one of the Itochi's sort of MO with their species is to kind of have this stoic and the stoicism sort of mentality. And so, even when I was kind of starting the character and kind of figuring out how I was going to treat it, or even how I was going to speak, it was more of a kind of the stiller, the better. He doesn't need to move that much. He doesn't need to act really tough. So that's kind of how I started him out.
Well, and that's just it. It was, I mean, when we saw you there, it was just like, okay, you don't even have to. That's a badass sitting there having a drink in the corner, and he's gonna have to go through him first.
It was funny because John Favreau and I had talked about sort of where to go with it and how voice and all that kind of stuff. And so when I tried out kind of the solemn sort of badass, don't have to play much. One thing I learned early on was when you're 6'8", you don't have to really play badass. You just are badass. So that's kind of the way we went with it.
Absolutely. No, I definitely agree. I mean, I'm only 6'2", but it's like, okay, yeah. No, when you're that tall, you definitely just standing there is
I'm
enough.
lucky to have the presence enough, so it works most of the time.
Absolutely. One more thing. So if Hogsbreth saw Din Djarin walk into the room and he didn't know his reputation, would he immediately recognize him as dangerous, and why?
Oh, I think so. And we all know why, because of that swagger that he carries, that Western swagger that we all have kind of come to love about him. And I think when someone has that presence, you feel that immediately. So, yeah, there's a twinge of reserve, about who is this guy. So I always got to give him respect.
Well, and like you said in the beginning, it's like even sitting there for you, you didn't even have to stand up at 6'8". We just knew that there was a badass sitting there with a drink when we saw you.
And that's when you like characters, you understand characters that come off like that, whether it's Din Djarin or it's me, whatever it is. When those characters are still and sort of have that presence, you feel that right away. So that's the coolness of it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate take your time and being here at Rebel Scum Con. So come on down.
If you're not here, you got to get here. And if you're not here this year, come next year. It's badass.
Absolutely. So enjoy your weekend. Thank you, sir.